Talk about Jayson Tatum because 32 minutes, 20 points.
Yeah.
Starting to really ramp it up now.
20 points, 14 rebounds, 7 assists. Triple-double watch was officially on. Look, his efficiency is not quite there yet.
Yep.
Yeah, the offense is coming. But everything else that he's supposed to be doing, he is so far ahead of schedule. He looks like an upper echelon player right now, and you know he's only scratching the surface. And that's what's the most exciting part about this comeback. We're not having to wait 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks hoping he rounds into this shape. By the time the playoffs come, he's already showing us 4 or 5 games in that Jayson Tatum is going to be Jayson Tatum.
How is he fitting in with everybody else around him?
So far, it's been pretty good, Steve. Look, the team has had to adjust, that's for sure. And we can make our jokes and have a good time talking about guys like Jordan Walsh losing his minutes. But everybody, for the most part, don't forget it looks like Joe was preparing for this close to a month ago. It was about a month ago that he took PTON Pritchard, who had been starting all year, 6th man of the year.
Put him on the bench.
Put him on the bench.
Yep.
Get him back into his comfort zone, and he did that in preparation for this. So Joe was steps ahead of the game well before Tatum came back.
It's good thinking.
Yeah.
That's good thinking. That's why Joe and Brad Stevens make such a great combination.
The power of positive thinking is a real thing over there with the Celtics. That's what they do.
Jaylen Brown, let's go back a couple games, okay, to the night things went a little haywire.
Yeah, San Antonio.
Now, he gets pushed out of bounds. I get that, okay? But then all of a sudden, all heck breaks loose.
Look.
And I can understand he wanted a foul.
Of course.
And a foul should have been called.
Yep.
But you got to keep your composure.
So, yes, Jaylen Brown, in an ideal world, keeps his composure. This is not an ideal world. Jaylen Brown is so intelligent, and this sometimes comes back to bite him in the behind because he doesn't forget anything. Jaylen Brown is the guy that Celtics fans booed the night that he was drafted at the Garden. It was in the building. It was uncomfortable. The Celtics fans were hoping they were going to trade the pick for Chris Dunn. Where is Chris Dunn today? Right. That's the reality that Jaylen Brown has lived in for the better part of the last decade. Go back to January. He called out the officials then. The Celtics lost a tough game by 4 points and only had 4 free throws the entire game.
I love Jaylen Brown's toughness.
It's been festering.
I love it because he plays with an edge. He plays with a chip on his shoulder.
Yes, he does.
And he brings the toughness this team needs.
And for people out there that don't appreciate the NBA for what it is today, the biggest reason why is the theatrics and the flopping and all of that. Jaylen Brown came right out and said it. Look, I play hard, I play with an edge, and I don't flop. And he should be rewarded for that. But he's not getting the superstar calls that somebody...
Why is that?
That's a great question that the NBA really has to look into, because if you want a spokesman for your league, if you want somebody that you're proud to put up on a pedestal, it should be Jaylen Brown. He's educated, articulate, well-spoken, respected by his peers, a huge part of the Players Association.
He was in the parade today.
He checks every box.
He was in the parade today.
And then the one thing that was left was, could he officially lead a team by himself?
And he did.
And he did, and he has. And that's the thing that I think gets to him, is what else does he have to do? What other boxes does he have to check? He's very analytical. So if there's 12 boxes here, he's got to check them all to start getting the calls that Giannis gets, that LeBron gets, and that his teammate Jayson Tatum gets. What does he have to do? What box remains to be checked?
Who is a wild card on the Celtics team? Would you say Pritchard?
So Pritchard's always going to be a wild card. Right now, when you look at exactly where they are and where we hope they are going, it's unfortunate that their new center got hurt, because when you look at where this team wants to be in the playoffs, he's going to have to be a big part of that. But forget him for a moment. Look at a guy like Luka Garza. Luka Garza is a guy that couldn't get off the bench. You know, he was well respected. He was a top collegiate player, a top high school player, and just got stuck in the mud of the NBA. He's going to be a guy that comes and all of a sudden there'll be a playoff game where he gives you 15 and 6, and that's going to be the difference between winning and losing.
And he's tough too. I mean, this guy can play. He plays hard. Let's put it this way.
You got to look at him. Look at Baylor Shireman. Baylor Shireman is sort of picking up the slack that PTON Pritchard was last year coming off the bench. He is absolutely, especially when he's in the Garden, he is that X-factor player that a playoff team is not going to be ready for when he comes out and gives you 18 points. Think about, who is this guy? What is he doing?
And he's a confident kid.
Oh,
he's got a little swagger to him. He's got a little aura to him. He's got
Yeah, so when he broke his thumb, there's a great story that Derek White told on his podcast. So Derek White is the one that gave Jayson Tatum last year when he had a wrist problem. He hits the three, grabs the wrist after the three. He gave Drew Holiday the pinky thing last year, and he challenged Baylor Shireman. They came up with a thumbs up, and it is the most ridiculous looking, goofy, but it works and it matters.
That's right.
It's one of those things that rallies a team, and this team is so close-knit. There's so much respect for what Baylor's done. So you challenge me for an X-Factor guy right now, it's Baylor Shireman.